This will be the largest group of assembled fans in the Western Hemisphere. That's why they need a big house. Welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on a team from the Big 10, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Bearcats will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Michigan's offense takes the field to start this game off. And here comes their leader, Jesse. He just has a way of elevating everybody's play.
And he's a point guard, too. So good at distributing the football, finds the open guys, and he makes this offense go.
Makes it go, and just, you can trust him. Everything is available. You're not playing with one arm behind your back. You got all guns blazing.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Trying play action. Gets it out fast. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. This guy fits the bill, big, sturdy Michigan pocket passer.
And it's built on the ground, but I tell you what, when Michigan's had their best teams, they got to have that balance, right? You got to have a guy back there in the pocket that can go through the fake and then make the decision, get the ball out, and get some first downs.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, running back gets to give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Dropping back, it's Orji. It's complete on the right side. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So the Cincinnati Bearcats offense will go to work for the first time. And David, we'll see just how effective they can be on the ground running against a backer like this.
But they're going to do what they do, and they're going to feature their guy. He's an elite running back. You're a great linebacker. Let's see who wins this battle.
There have been entire defenses that haven't been able to slow this running back down. This linebacker, though, he's got the athleticism to do it himself.
What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continue to throw these screens to playmakers.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Looking for a crease. It's Kiner. And the Bearcats get enough for the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Right back to the well. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Handoff to the single running back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Looking to throw, it's Sorsby. The throw to the outside is complete.
And on that out route 3rd down, guys, you just want to see a little bit better execution. You want to see more depth on the route. You want to see a little bit more of an accurate throw so he doesn't have to come back and fight for it, so that we can pick up the 1st down a lot easier. A little bit better by the quarterback and receiver, and as a result, they do get the catch, but it sets up 4th and short.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
After the big 1st down sack, it's 2nd down. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. On the ground, it's Edwards. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. Wants to go up top. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. 1st down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, it's Orji. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
It is hard to get sacks on screens. I mean, the offensive linemen stay with you for a little bit. Defensive linemen squirt through. A lot of times they read the screen and backpedal. Not on this one. They got through, got to the quarterback, got him on the ground. Not good execution by the offense, but it still counts as a sack.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like this. Year after year, Michigan always has a stable full of them, of guys that are athletic enough to rush the passer, but physical enough to play the run. It's a fun spot to be in as a DC.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to get it through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Edwards. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the 1st down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. And the Wolverines get enough for the 1st down.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that 1st down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
21-yard line. Brings up second down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. After run, now throw. Pulls it in. It's Loveland. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
They get him down, but not before he picks up 6 to the 7-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the gun, the inside give. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Wolverines trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Pushes ahead. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Tries again to get it in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. Brings up 3rd and goal.
As they come to the line on 3rd down, already 2 for 2 on this drive, going for the hat trick and the score. The option look. He'll toss it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan!
It gets closer and closer to the end zone right here. You know what's coming as a defense. The offense has to be physical, and they were. And the back knew exactly what he had to get 6.
Lining up for the PAT.
Is on for the extra point.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. On the option. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Dumps it off in the flats. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Still from the pocket, fires over the middle. It's complete. A huge pickup.
That's a really nice shot play called by the offensive coordinator. And what helps that coordinator feel confident calling that play? His offensive line. He knows these guys up front are going to give the quarterback time on a slow developing play to set up, scan the field, and find the open target.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the right. Got it! He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Ineligible receiver. Downfield.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Sorsby. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
3rd down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. And this one splits the uprights.
That makes the score. Michigan 7, Cincinnati 3.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The give to the tailback. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
At the 20-yard line. 3rd down coming up.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Orji. Using the quick game. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
The pull and throw off the RPO. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Loveland. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Trying to find his man on first down. He's got it. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. In this defense right now, they have no answers.
And the Wolverines with the 1st and 10. The aerial assault continues. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see you got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. An 84-yard drive there, and the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, but they're able to score some points. And you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Right on target this time. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Looking to pass, it's Sorsby. Fires to the middle. He's got the tight end. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
And the Bearcats headed quickly to the line. They'll throw it on first down. Coming after him. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Third down coming.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
Makes the catch. He's got enough. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Getting some heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Sorsby. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and quality of play so far today in Ann Arbor. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
The Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. Trying to get to it. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The Bearcats will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Slips through the line. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They'll try the run. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. Not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Looking for a man. It's Orji. On target over the middle. Oh, look out! That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He's looking to throw it. Skips away from pressure. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Michigan. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Give to the running back. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Gets it out quickly.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Shoots it to the left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
Quickly out to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Now on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Kiner. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Looking downfield, it's Sorsby. Immediately fires to the middle. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it to a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Finds a crease at the 20. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They go to the ground. Pulled down after a pickup of 5. They'll mark it at the 8. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll ride his man on the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. The back goes in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football instead. They throw it, catch him off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
And the Bearcats trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Trying to barge in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And how about that? That's 2 really good plays in a row by this defense. They gave up a lot of yards to get down here, going their necks up. It's most important when you get in this area. 2nd and goal now and get the big stop.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball, I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Bearcats!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. From the gun, the running back has it. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
Brings up 2nd down.
Six-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Keep it on the ground. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
At the 24-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with the lone back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Leaves it with the running back. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
The Wolverines are flying down the field. The give to the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
At the 47, brings up 2nd down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Orji. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a 1st down. Quarterback adapting. Trying to escape and get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
This offense has a 2nd down play. The play action fake. Good timing on the quick out. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got it and still on his feet. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Orji. He wants it all. Touchdown Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
And they're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. He's looking to throw. That one falls out of bounds, incomplete.
Trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking for a man. It's Sorsby. Lets it go. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. 1 touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Looking for a gap. It's Edwards. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37.
Man, he's done everything for this offense today, running the football, so much so that he's now got 98 yards rushing. We're in the 4th quarter. 1 more carry, and this guy could eclipse the 100-yard mark.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. The give to the back. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Edwards. Ball is loose. The defense pounced on that. Now they're headed the other way.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys. The ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. To the air, it's Sorsby. He finds his man.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. They're trying to get to it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack, throw the ball away. Now listen, we can debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So you know what? Nice throwaway, QB.
On second down, wants to throw it. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Feeling some heat. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity for the offense. First down here for the offense. They'll go to the ground. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Brings up second down.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They feed him again. Nice move to keep moving. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
Off play action on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Michigan! And the route is on.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. They're lining up to boot it away.
Set to advance on the football.
And he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. Quickly complete. Stopped after making the catch.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. To the air, it's Sorsby. Makes the grab over the middle. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And he might be known for one pitch, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Royer. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. After misfiring, it's second down. Back to the air one more time. They're bringing heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Third down.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Wants to throw. It's Sorsby. Takes a hit as he fires. Ball in the air. Intercepted. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead, you know they're going to be passing, and you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
Third down coming up.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles, well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll put the tight end in motion. Looking for room. It's Edwards. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
39-yard line. Second down coming up.
Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line.